my buddy dropped off this nice Telecaster. It's got a certificate of authenticity. Better double check that serial number. Make sure it matches, because there's a lot of... Ooh, no, it doesn't. Huh, let's check that out. Maybe that's model. Oh, never mind, it's model. Yes, the serial number matches from the certificate of authenticity on the guitar. So, so this is a, I think it's a Venturia. I don't know. It's got a little book. Well, that's not worth a dang. Maybe we'll look up the model later. But since it's got that V, I think that stands for that Ventura, whatever. So yeah, before I even played it, I had in my mind how I was gonna test it. Of course, you're gonna play some kind of like Merle Haggard type, Buck Owens type. This is excellent. Double check that. I think it's a USA. Oh, I believe it is, but it doesn't say anything about Mexico. So, yeah, it has the 3-saddle bridge. I do have some compensated saddles I might suggest. Oh, I did put a tip on there, but my method is glue them in, then they don't have to worry about them for a while. And if they pop off and go away, they were never meant to really be yours. So, yeah, this has kind of a normal neck. It's not overly thick this way, not overly wide. Frets are not overly huge, but not too small. So, yeah, it's kind of the right everything. I like these traditional, I don't know, are those Kluson? Whatever, the traditional type tuner, they look normal. What else? Got the strings going through the back. Nice sunburst, or is that a clown burst when it goes from black to red to orange to yellow? Sometimes we call that clown burst, which, hey, I love clowns. Not to make, just being silly. I like it. Has that nice, precise Telecaster sound. I love that stuff. Plays good. Sounds a little out of tune there. The 3 fat ones sound kind of in tune. I'll test that with a tuner. So we'll get some new strings. These feel like 9s. I think we're going to stick with 9s. I'm using String Joy brand. I love the sound of both pickups on a Telecaster. Funky. Check this out. Oops. Overshot it. That's a whole step. That's 2 whole steps. Ooh, cool. So yeah, nines are good on a Tele because you can do some weird stuff. If you had tens, that would be really painful. So I think the nines are kind of cool here. So yeah, I was hoping this little booklet had some info on the exact model, but they just give you the serial number. You can look it up. Well, if you're still here, maybe we should do that. We'll see if we can find a get the full story on this. All right, this is dead airtime on stage. Fender serial number lookup. Cat, quit eating things. Get off of that. So we're gonna go put in that serial number. See what we get. I'm not a robot. Let's see what we get here. Search. Oh, there. AV263 Tele Rosewood, right? Wt3Tb, date 05/2023. As my buddy would say, beat it, Fleabag. Don't eat my pens. So yeah, 2023 AV. All right, what is AV? 63 Rosewood. Nice, pretty white pickguard. Now you're gonna eat the lamp, okay? Just hit it, hit the road, beat it. So yeah, man, let's add a little, let's try some chords. Excellent, Nick. Let's try some Rat. The thing about a Telecaster, you can get that real fat sound. I mean, you'd think of like a Les Paul sounding like that. So you can roll your tone up and down, get some different, colors. Take the volume down. Totally cleans up. That's what's cool about the Tele, is you've got so many tones. Could try a pick if the cat doesn't come eat it. That's still with the distortion. Hard to beat a Rat and a Tele and a Champ. Oh, man, that sounds good. Volume's down pretty far. Let's check if it frets out. slightly. Looks like kind of a vintage radius. That will give you that some dead frets on the first, unless you hike it up. Endless tones with the Rat. Rat is up pretty hot on the distortion, but yeah, playing with that volume again cleans it up big time. So yeah, I think we'll slap some strings on here, probably raise this saddle a teeny tiny bit. We'll measure the string height, make sure the neck is nice and straight, and get that tip glued on. And I think this will be a pretty straightforward job. When you take the strings out of a Telecaster, make sure these don't go flying, these grommets, or whatever you call them, those string holders. Sometimes people notice that these are not in a perfectly straight line. Don't we have better things to look at? Oh, it looks pretty straight. I might even measure it. So these are, I don't know what kind of strings these are. Probably Ernie Ball or something. They're kind of like silver, black, goldish, silver, black, goldish. I don't know about that. Well, different kind of brand. But yeah, I'm going to put String Joy on this because I like them and I've got them. And so, yeah, made in Fender, California, it says, I think. Well, Circle Fender, California. Your instrument has been carefully crafted from premium materials for a lifetime of playing enjoyment. Yep, I think this guitar will last indefinitely. I'm looking at the bridge saddles, how they're kind of arched in a way that conforms to the fingerboard. It's a nice arch that kind of tells me the fingerboard is yeah, probably vintage radius. I think it's 7 1/4 inch radius, something like that. But yeah, I can clean it up through here, and I think it will be perfectly great. So thanks to everybody who brings me guitars to work on and test, and I enjoy it greatly. Yeah, this is model 011038008C0. All right. Used to be you just go to the store and buy a Telecaster. Now, I don't know. There's probably 500 different models. So Fender is going strong if they don't make everybody mad with their cease and desist letters that they're sending out. But I don't know anything about that. I probably won't be buying any new Fenders, so it really doesn't affect me. There's enough guitars already. If all guitar manufacturing stopped today, I don't think we'd have any problem finding plenty of guitars to play. I think there's probably 50 guitars for every guitar player available or more. So, not going to worry about it. That's not my business. My business is minding my own business. All right. So thanks again for letting me show you all about the Tele, and I'll stop rambling right now.